Hey Leo, I'm Daniel Redwolf, and welcome to your July 2023 general forecast. So these are general readings. They may not resonate with everybody. I always say take whatever resonates with you and put everything else in the back burner. It might end up resonating down the road. So July 2023, happy birthday. I know you guys start at the end of July 22nd and go through August. So if you want to go ahead and get a session with me, you can go ahead and follow the links below to get my scheduling page, and you can use the promo code below to get a discounted rate. So what is going to happen for you guys? Let's see what's going on for July 2023. So we have the Magician card, the Four of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Seven of Cups. So there's definitely transformation happening. The Tower card, the Emperor, ooh, the Fool card, and the Ace of Pentacles. So right off the bat, the one who's you have a couple cards that are really catching my attention, and that is definitely the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and then actually the Fool card. So those are actually catching my attention. This is definitely going to be a month of transformation, a month of advancement, a month of moving into where you need to go. For quite a few of you, I feel like the month of July is going to bring in a new opportunity when it comes in terms of career. There's definitely going to be a career opportunity coming through, as well as more, which results in more income as well. A couple of y'all, I feel like there might be some type of inheritance. Something's coming in terms of a bonus. Something's coming in terms of more money, really. Ultimately, that's really what it comes down. So it's going to definitely be an increase of money during the month of July, and it could actually move into towards the month of August as well. This is really also a time where you really have to start stepping into your joyful self. So it's being yourself, being your authentic self. A couple of y'all, I feel like you're going to step into the traveling scene. You might be traveling during the month of July, and that it might be that you're just traveling for your birthday, right? It might mean that you are going to go out with friends and connect, or not connect, but disconnect, connect with friends and disconnect with everything else that's going on with your life. But there is definitely joy coming in through the month of June, July, and there is definitely transformation coming. There is also for a couple of y'all, I feel like there is something that you're finally giving birth to something during the month of July. And that's because I see the number 7 here with the 7 of Cups. So that also has the butterfly. So that means that there is a transformation, there is a birth. So I don't know if it's an idea that you have, something that you're creating, something that's going on, an idea, something's finally launching that maybe you've been working on for quite some time. So it is going to sweep you off your feet for sure. It is definitely time to get you up there. For a couple of you, I feel like it's all, like you also have to kind of come back down, ground yourself to really come back to reality and trust your soul, trust your heart, trust your intuition when it comes to that. However, it's going to be a really good month towards the end of the month for sure. Towards the beginning of the month, it's really about trusting your intuition, trusting what it is that's going on. For a couple of y'all, I feel like maybe it is that you are leaving a job towards the beginning of the month, and that's why there's a new job coming through and you're starting towards the end of the month. But there is definitely that which is happening. It's also talking about during the beginning of the month, it's about leaving, getting out of hibernation, getting out um of that funk that you've really been in. And I see that especially with Four of Swords. With the Four of Swords, especially, that means for me, it's that either it could be the last 4 months, the last 4 weeks have been a little bit of like you're feeling like nothing is going your way, like you're um, there's a little bit of sadness or a little bit of depression. Something's happening within your emotional state that has triggered you to kind of be down or not feeling like your normal self. So during the beginning of the month, it's reminding you especially with the magician card, to really step into your intuition, trust everything that's coming through, so you can be able to step into that, into the emperor role, into that role of a leader, into the role of saying, hey, this is my true self, this is my true power, and so forth. For a couple of y'all, in terms of relationships, I feel like there is definitely something, there's going to be some shakiness during the month of relationships. And I feel it doesn't have to be just romantic relationships, it also can be friendships. So and the reason I'm saying that is the Tower card is coming through. So it's really going to be paying attention to who your actual friends are, who is actually there to support you, who is actually there. Because I feel like definitely the last couple months, it's been one of those things where people have started walking away. And I feel like it's definitely one of those things where it's really good that they have walked away, because you were no longer in alignment. You were no longer connecting with them. It was more about they were choosing another path. It's about people pleasing, and you're like, I'm done with that. So I feel like definitely this is the month where, maybe even now towards the beginning of July, where it's going to be people walking away. So be prepared for that if some of them have not yet walked away. In terms of relationships, I really feel like some of you all are going to start manifesting a relationship. There's definitely someone from the past coming through. And again, it could be that they are a very strong person. I'm saying that because of the Emperor here. They have a really strong personality. They're very determined. They got their shit together, basically. So it could be someone from the past, but at the same time, it could be someone coming in that you do not know yet. And there, for those of you who are single, or um yeah, those of you who are single, I was going to say single and ready to mingle, I guess. But no, for those of you who are single, it's really about being able to allow yourself to just let the energy in, because I feel like during the month of July, it's going to be more about, I think, in order for you to get to this person, or get to this person to coming back, it's really about being able to move through the trust that you have, the lack of trust. And I feel like that could just be that maybe someone betrayed you in the past, and that's why this Tower card is coming through. So someone might have betrayed you in the past, and now it's about being able to say, hey, I'm okay, I can move forward, and I'm going to start letting people into my life. And I'm not going to lie, it's definitely uncomfortable when someone betrays you, someone that you actually care about, or that you thought you had a connection with, is unfaithful or something. It's hard to trust anybody else because you feel like it's going to happen. However, the moment you do that, you label everybody else, or like everybody's the same, it's you start attracting that. So con- watch where your thoughts are. So really pay attention to watch where your thoughts are, because every time I see the tree from in my tradition, the tree is our body. It's our connection to the earth, right? So our feet connect to our Mother Earth, and then our upper body connects to our Father Sun, our Father Sky. So let's see what's happening. Let's get some validation cards, some valid clarification cards. So Nine of Pentacles. So definitely new money's coming in. For some of you, I feel like definitely there is going to be a renovation at home. So it might be that you might be renovating something. There is something that needs to be fixed at home, or that you're finally going to be putting in. For some weird reason, I literally just saw a Tesla and electric panel. So maybe some of y'all that got an electric car, you are going to finally get electric panels in your roof to be able to save on energy. But there is definitely something happening. For a couple of you, and it might only be literally a few, I'm seeing an actual purchase of a property, but the purchase is not, it's going to be abroad. It's going to be somewhere. It's not going to be in the same country where you're at, or the same state. So there's definitely going to be something. So it could either be a vacation home. It could be a place where you are wanting to retire, that you're ready to that you're ready to buy that property. So it's definitely something to look forward to during the month of July. You also have the Page of Rods. So the Page of Rods, again, you have that young energy, that someone, it could, for those of you who are single and maybe are waiting for someone to come back, or there is someone that you connected to in the past, someone from the past in terms of love is going to connect back to you. Again, it doesn't have to be in terms of love. It can just be a friendship, but there is going to be a connection where you are going to receive some type of communication from this person. Seven of Rods, that for me is really telling me that you have to just control your thoughts. Pay attention to what your thoughts are, because you are your worst enemy ultimately when it comes to that. So it's being able to look at yourself and say, hey, is this stuff I'm just making up in my mind, or is it actually true? What is it going on? Because when you do that, you also have the Queen of Rods right here. So when you do that, when you start paying attention to your thoughts, it's the moment that you start seeing what patterns are coming through, and you're able to finally just stop them and say, hey, you know what? I'm ready to start manifesting. I'm ready to bring someone into my life. I'm ready to just finally let all my trust go. Let all my trust issues go. So it's gonna and then with the definitely with the Queen of Rods, with the Queen of Rods, that I really feel like that's just gonna be, and then you also have the Emperor card. It's really balancing the feminine and the masculine energy, because again, during the month of July, it's gonna require you to step into your full self to be able to start manifesting the new job, to be able to start manifesting that increase of income, that new opportunity. So during the month of July, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool if you're willing to do, to not to do, but to get uncomfortable ultimately. So the other ones that just came up, again, the Five of Wands, it's you're battling your inner demons. You're battling your inner demons. So again, that one is this almost the same thing as the Seven of Wands, and the looks the same. And then we also have the Queen of Cups, which is, again, for me, every time I see that, it's connecting back to your soul, connecting to your intuition, connecting, allowing yourself to say, hey, this is where I want to go in life. This is what I want to do. And who do I want? Who do I want to be in my circle? Who do I want to share space with? And I think ultimately that for you, I really feel like for all Leos, it's really, you have to be very intentional on who your friends are. Who do you trust? Who do you actually let into your circle? Because you don't want to overshare, because there's making me feel like during the month of June, maybe someone might actually betray you. Someone might actually just backstab you, and it's a friend that you thought you can trust, right? So it might be that you told them something in confidence, and all of a sudden another person tells you that that person told them whatever you had told them or whatever. So again, it's whatever you tell someone should stay in the vault. What I call the vault, it should stay in the vault. It should not be, it's not their story to tell. So it might be that you might start realizing that, hey, I have to let people go. I have to walk away. This is the Three of Swords. Is just reminding us that there was a trust issue. There's something from the past that might have gone on, and you're wanting to move into the state, into going into a relationship, into being able to get a new partnership going. However, you have those trust issues. There's something happening. For a couple of you that might be coupled, pay attention to what's happening in your relationship. I feel like there's going to definitely be some jealousy. It doesn't mean that your partner's cheating you. It might be that they might be spending more time at work. They might be spending more time doing hobbies. They might be spending more time doing something else that's taking time away from you. So pay attention to that. I feel like there might be jealousy definitely coming through during the month of July. Again, it's not that necessarily someone's cheating on you. It's that you're going to be a little bit jealous that they're spending more time with something or someone else as opposed to you. So it might be that they might be spending more time with friends. It might be that they're spending more time with colleagues, with family, whatever it may be, and they're spending less time with you. So there's a little bit of jealousy. So make sure you focus on that and be okay and say, hey, the story I'm telling myself is X, Y, and Z. But at the same time, it's what are you needing? What are you needing? And what are you not willing to ask for? Right? So try not to live in resentment. Ask for what you need and say, hey, I know you've been spending more time with, X, Y, and Z, and it's making me feel like this. So, you know, so again, I think this is definitely going to be the month of addressing your insecurities. And then you also have the Two of Cups. Again, validation of, hey, there is a new relationship, there is a new partnership, new friendships coming through to this thing. The Two of Cups for me also reminds me that there is definitely an increase. There's going to an increase of energy, a flow. The flow is going to finally start to move, which again, in whatever partnership you have, especially because you see like they're holding hands and the energy is moving up. So that for me tells me that the energy is going to start flowing in from different avenues. It can be with the friendships. It's going to be the energy is going to start flowing with the relationships, with the romantic partnerships, and it's going to be flowing with work and all these different things. So it's definitely going to start moving, which is going to start allowing you to start getting an increase of revenue, a new opportunity, new career opportunities, new challenges. Because a couple of y'all, I feel like it's time for you to move into a new position. Some of you have moved into a new position in the last couple months. So I feel like now it's just really stepping into that role, stepping into your power, stepping into what it is that you actually want to do. So maybe you might be taking on new responsibilities at work. Maybe you're leading a team or something. However, it's the energy is going to finally start to move. And it could have been that maybe you didn't feel like stuff was going as smooth as you possibly thought. Again, it's you're going to start seeing definitely the transformation as long as you're willing to come back down to the center and come back down to earth and say, hey, you know what? I'm doing my best and that's all I can do. And one of the biggest things that just came up right now was this is also going to be the month to not compare to work on not comparing yourself, because you're constantly going to want to compare yourself to other people, or to whether it's be coworkers or maybe your family. Again, take the action based on what's right for you instead of what you think people want from you. So let's see what our ancestors have to say. So connect with past loved ones. So again, it's them basically tying it all up together and saying, you've got to trust us. You got to be able to say, hey, this is who we are. This is who I am. Going back to who you are, going back to that power, but connecting with your ancestors. It might also be time to take the time to really think about what are some traditions that your family has done? What are some things that your family has done? Or maybe it also could be ancestral healing for a couple of you, that it's you have to heal ancestral something in your ancestral line. So in order for you to heal that, you have to connect to your ancestors to figure out what do I have to heal, right? So it could be ancestral work, could be that people always cheated on someone else, or there's always divorce, or whatever it might be, right? So it might be that you just have to, during the month of July, you might have to start doing some ancestral work, right? Not just shadow work, but ancestral work, which will eventually lead to soul retrieval work, because there's so much trauma when we go through any trauma, or when we have ancestral soul loss. So there's so many different things that happen when we have to do ancestral work that we have to do in addition to that work, to be able to recoup our power, to regain our power, to kind of go back to who we are. So ultimately, it's going to be a great month for you, Leos. Again, it's just going to be that discomfort for the little part of the beginning. However, as soon as after the second week, I feel like that is really where you're going to start to thrive. And ultimately, just kind of go with the flow, nose up, toes up. That's what they say when you go whitewater rafting and you fall. So nose up, toes up, just go with the flow, regardless of how uncomfortable it is. Ask for what you need so you're not in resentment. And again, congrats on the new opportunities, a new home. For those of you who are purchasing a new home, a vacation home, a retirement home, whatever it may be, just allow the energy to flow, because you're going to start noticing that you're going to start moving into the end of the year in a lot better, with a lot better energy, with a lot better purpose. You're going to finally know where you're going, what you're doing, and what you need to do to get there. So come back down from your head, come back down to your heart, and you're going to see everything begin to expand. That's all I got for you, folks. Hopefully it resonated with you. If this did, like, share, subscribe. And if it did resonate, let me know how it resonated with you. Can't wait to see how this month unfolds. And again, if it resonated with you and you want to work with me, go ahead and follow the link below so you can get a session with me at a discounted rate. And I know there's only a couple sessions left. I know my schedule's getting booked, but I will be gone for part of the month of July. I'll be traveling, and then I'll be back for a little bit. And again, it's just constant travel for me, I feel. But it's going to be great. Can't wait to see you guys next month. Take care, Leos. Bye.